prize on the Advanced Leader Bronze Award, he will speak to us today about how we may become a more successful club. The title of his speech is Meeting Goals and Responsibilities from the Successful Club Series, and the time is 6 to 8 minutes. Let's welcome Jessica.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters, for this opportunity to speak today. To our honored guests, if you haven't noticed, we like to clap a lot. There's a lot of clapping in Toastmasters, so get used to that. I'd like to take you guys with me back to 1999. I was a junior in high school, and my best friend had just convinced me that I should join the speech team. Now, I readily admit that at the time I had no real passion or desire to compete on the speech team. There was only one reason that he used to convince me, and that one reason was enough. What do you think that reason was?
A girl.
Girls. Exactly. Plenty of opportunity to meet girls. I grew up in Wyoming. There's a lot of small towns, a lot of opportunity to meet more girls. So I competed on the speech team through my junior and senior year of high school. But admittedly, I never did really well. The best I ever did was in one event. I took 7th place, 7th, and it was one of the smallest speech meets that we ever do. It was never that fantastic, but I was satisfied with how well I did. In college, I attended a junior college in Wyoming, and I took a public speaking class. I had heard that you'll need to take public speaking to graduate, and it's best to take at a junior college. I did well in the class. I got an A. The instructor knew me well. I felt like I was able to connect with that instructor and deliver what was expected in the class. And by this point, I had been on the speech team. I got an A in public speaking. I said, hey, I'm pretty good at this stuff. And then I went to work for a company called Vital Smarts. Some of you have heard of this. Let me see who's heard of it. A few, okay? We do corporate training, which means that I work with people who are professional trainers. They train all day, every day. During an ideation meeting, one of these professional speakers got up, shared some ideas with the organization just before I did, and then it was my turn to get up and share some ideas, and then another one of these professional speakers spoke after me. And that was when I saw how not that good. I was not that good at public speaking. I'm a little surprised that I even got that A, looking back at it. Speaking with my manager, he suggested that I visit the Toastmasters Club, and how appropriate that we have some guests today. Now, I can tell you that my first visit to a Toastmasters Club did not look like this. It was at a different club. There was myself, the club president, and 2 other people attending. None of those were the scheduled speakers, which meant that we just did a few rounds of table topics. You guys will learn more about table topics in a little bit. It was not a very exciting meeting, and it really kind of turned me off from the opportunity of joining Toastmasters. A few weeks went by. I said, you know what? I'll give it another shot. Let me check out this club in American Fork. It's about the same distance from where I work. Now, so you can tell I like this club because I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, right? Kim gave a speech that day, and I mentioned this to her before, but seeing Kim speak, and you guys will have this opportunity as well, really gave me that drive for, that's fantastic. That's what I would like to be able to do. I need to come to this club. I've been in Toastmasters almost 2 years now, and am now serving as the Area E2 Director. And I've had the opportunity to visit a couple of other clubs as well. And I'm seeing some of the things that make a successful club versus what doesn't make a successful club. Clearly one of those is club attendance. So thank you all so much for being here today. This is a prescribed Toastmasters presentation. So they provided these neat slides for me so we can run through all of the roles. We have our Toastmaster. Who can tell me what the Toastmaster does so that I don't have to speak the whole time? not all at once. Bart?
Runs the meeting, takes control and runs the meeting, makes sure it runs smoothly, makes it flow.
Perfect. Thank you. Jill?
And prior to the meeting, making sure that the speakers and key people in the program are going to be there.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some rules there for the Toastmaster, basically to get up and facilitate the meeting. We have our Topics Master, our Table Topics Master. I'm actually not going to explain this right now because we have visitors. I will let our Table Topics Master explain that. And one of the most important roles is our speakers. Now, if you look on the Toastmasters logo, it says, where leaders are made. Who here showed up because they said, I want to be a better leader? Okay, we got 1, 2. Thanks for being honest. Not me. I didn't care about being a leader. I just wanted to be a better speaker. And I think that's the reason most of us showed up initially. That's a big part of our meeting. We have our general evaluator who will offer some general evaluation of what happens today. And as you guys will see, we also have our speech evaluators. So this is a great opportunity that we have. We have opportunities to speak, prepared speeches. We have opportunities to do extemporaneous speaking. I almost called it extemporaneous speaking. And we have the opportunity to be evaluated by our peers. Great atmosphere that we get to work in. And then we also have our timer. All of our speeches are timed. And if you're like me, then you usually go overtime. You can see Carolyn back here with the street light. And you have lights that ascend as your time approaches. We have a grammarian. Who's our grammarian today? Patrick, what will you be doing as the grammarian?
What do you mean,
Is that really bad grammar? I'm also the master. I am watching for grammar that the speakers use and trying to find better ways to improve that and then let them know afterward.
Perfect. Thank you. Because we don't want to get up and be given a speech that comes sounding something like this, right? We want to sound professional and clear. Similarly, our awe counter helps us count our ahs and our ums to make sure. These are some additional roles that you may use in clubs. We use the vote counter. I don't think we've ever used any of the other roles as much as I've been attending. And one of them is a parliamentarian, which I tried to find out what that was, but I couldn't find anything, so I'm going to ask Susan, because Susan knows everything Toastmasters.
I know everything but that.
Everything but that.
Usually a parliamentarian is a past president that kind of keeps everything rolling along.
Okay. Kimmy, had something to
It's
add?
also someone who will ensure that the rules of order are followed according to parliamentary procedure.
Oh, okay, so it's Emmy Jones, basically.
It's in
Yeah.
I thought maybe we'd have to get powdered wigs and we could all, sit in Parliament, whatever. Bad joke. We also have our club officer roles. These folks should all be here today. Did we ever appoint a sergeant at arms?
No.
I don't recall. Sergeant at arms helps get our room all set up. Our club president, I'm going to pick on you again, Patrick, who already introduced himself today. I'm actually the vice president education, so I put together the club schedule, track where everyone is with their speeches. Our VP of PR is Sandia, who's not here. She helps us get out there, get known. Maybe she popped in at Domo. Was she the one that came to Domo and told you guys? No? Because I know that she does web developing stuff. Carolyn, I think you guys have all met, is our vice president membership. And she can help you guys if you decide you want to get signed up. And then we also have our club secretary and club treasurer to help keep things running. So what you can see is that it's a lot more than just showing up and speaking and giving speeches, but that every single person that comes plays an important role. Now, when you're in the club and you're saying, hey, what am I supposed to be doing today? All of these can be found in your Competent Communicator manual. So if you're looking for clarity and how it should be done, then it's all back here describes these roles. So I just want to remind you guys the important role that you play in having your attendance here at the club. It takes all of us to make the club successful.